Hello everyone, I'm Lewis. Today I would like to introduce DianSheng's new releasing of very interesting cubes. All are 3x3. Its name is Gugel. 35 years of self-discipline and imitation. Last year was 30 years, this year will be 35 years. So it's not surprising that it will be 4 years next year. After DianSheng purchased the well-known independent brand, I think the quality of their cubes has really improved. That's actually a positive development. Okay, let's look at it from the outside. It's called Gugel. Actually, I just thought of Google, but Gugel is Googol. I googled it. This represents a very large natural number in mathematics. It's 100 zeros after 1. That's really big. A number with 100 zeros after 1 is called Gugel. It's probably a very, very large number in mathematics. I don't know what it can be used for in mathematics. So you can see that its meaning is very clear. So this series, you see, it's already written here. The first one is 5.6, but I didn't get this cube here. The first one is this 7 centimeters. Okay, 8 centimeters, 9 centimeters, 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters cube. Okay, this packaging is also very simple. It's just a paper box that fits this cube. It just fits this cube. And then put a copy of their DianSheng solution. Oh, this solution doesn't seem to be the same as I've seen. Is there a revision? Okay, let's put it all together. Okay, this is Gugel 7 centimeters. Oh, there's a magnet. This has a magnet. Oh, yeah. It's so big. This shouldn't be cheap, because the magnet might be this big. This is a battery. This magnet might be this big. That's why it's so sensitive. There's a magnet. Although compared to this size, it looks like a medium weak magnet. But you have to know that it's so thick. It actually is very thick. Let's measure the weight. It's very heavy. And then it's very thick. And then it has to feel like a magnet. It has to feel like a magnet. So 188.8 grams. Almost 200 grams. I'll open it up later. How big is the magnet inside? Okay, good. It's not just the magnetic force. It also has a double-barreled mechanism that can adjust the axis or elasticity by hand. Wow! So I said this is the first one. There's a modern metal cube structure. Put it in the big cube. The brand should be the first one. Or series. Okay. Its axis is also the modern one. The structure of a thin long axis. Oh! See? It even has an anti-slip hook inside. Oh! Not bad. It's also the kind of pillar. And then add 3 pieces of leaves. This anti-slip hook doesn't mean much compared to this area. Come on, let me see how big his magnet is. Pay attention to his appearance. There's oil. There's oil. No, there's nothing obvious to touch. There's no hair. Wow. This magnet is really big. Oh. Very strong. This magnet is really big. This looks like it should be 4 or 5 mm. It should be 5. 5 times 2. Or 2.5. It's big. Very big. Wow. That's amazing. Come on. I took my favorite big cube. This one to turn. It should be. Is this a warrior or a Chihan? 6.8. This one is. The main advisor. Xing certified. A big nice cube. It doesn't matter if it's used for teaching. It can even be used for math. This one is easy to turn. But it's 6.8 small. It's 7 centimeters. It doesn't seem to be. It's not more than 0.2. Okay. It's really heavy to hold. It's easy to turn. Not bad. It's really big and strong. And I think it's a little bit of that kind of feeling. Okay. He did a good job. With such a big cube, you can do this again. Let's take a look. It can be pulled back. It's easy to turn, but it's really big. I believe no one would want to use it as a game. Alright, this little bug. Come on. His logo is printed, and then it's a little crooked. Let's look at the next one. Alright, DianSheng GOOGOL 7. Alright, Gugel 8. Alright, it's all the same. It's all the same. His picture. There's power in that rendering. Open it up. Let you know. It's inside. You can just hide hand. Or Tanli Ling. It's bigger. So, there should be iron. There is. This is 8 centimeters. I don't think he is. He's really. Wait a minute. It's 7 centimeters. I'll measure it. No, he's not 7 centimeters. It's 72. Over 72. It should be bigger than 7 centimeters. No wonder I feel. This. It's 6.8. Yeah. Much bigger than it. Alright. 8 centimeters. Measure it. Oh. 8 centimeters, a little bigger. 81 over there. Although 2 is very good. But you have to see slow works. The hole. The size of the hole. It should be 8 centimeters. Maybe they accidentally made it too big. Okay. This is 7 centimeters. Look at me. Turn it around. Turn it around 8 centimeters. I'm buying 7 centimeters. 7 centimeters is so small. It's pretty good. It's pretty suitable practice. Practice your skill. Practice your algorithm. If you're not familiar with algorithm, use this one. You'll forget. Okay. Let's shape it a little different. Come. Take a look. Can you see it? This. 8 centimeters. This one. The round part is a little bigger. It's obvious. This round part is bigger. And then it feels rounder when you take it out. Okay. The feeling of this magnet is a little weaker than this one. It might be using the same magnet. So, the tube is bigger. Maybe. Comparison. It feels weaker. I think it looks like the same magnet. It looks the same as the 7 centimeter one. It's like a magnifying glass. The structure looks like this, too. It's magnified like this. The lid. Okay. You can adjust it by hand. Come on. Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Okay. But it's not obvious to feel this big. I think. Alright. The inside of the lid. Put the logo on it. If you have it. Severe phobia. And then. It's more round. It's a little smoother. It's quite interesting to turn this cube. Because it's actually easy to turn. It's big. And then. Okay. This one. 9 centimeters. Very. The packaging is very simple. Simple. It's so big. This 9 centimeters. I think it's more than 10 centimeters. Oh, yeah. 9 centimeters. It's just right. It's accurate. It's so big. And then, your logo doesn't follow. Make it bigger. Your logo is the same size. Okay. I think it's smoother. I don't think I can hold it. But magnetic force. It's kind of like this. The magnetic force feels a little weaker. Because it grabs such a bit. Rotational force. If the strength of the magnetic force is the same, maybe the performance will be relatively weak. Okay. It's pretty good. This one. When this one came out, sprayed a lot. There's a lot of oil, but it's okay. There's no weird smell. Okay. From this 9 centimeter one, the cube has a little bit of a loose feeling. It's a little bit looser. And this corner is not 8 centimeters. This big. It's weird. This corner is a little bit smaller. And then there's this one. And then this. 8 centimeters. Why is this design? It has seen series. Why would there be? The design is different. In fact, if it wants to maintain its stability, its elasticity should be strengthened. Its elasticity may be weaker. I feel. And then, The magnetic force is weaker, but it is. At present, I think the best feeling is still this one. Okay, 10 centimeters. My lens is going to burst. It's going to burst. It is good. Take a look at the size of 10 centimeters. 10.2102 millimeters. Haha. This is 10 centimeters. So big. It seems that someone has made a 10 centimeters cube before, but at that time it was in a relatively old structure. Not so easy to turn. Maybe there is less of this oil when it comes out. It feels drier. Haha. Haha. Ah. Good. Okay, I think this series is very simple to introduce here. It is magnetic 7 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 9 centimeters, 10 centimeters. Okay, but do you think that's it? No. It's actually quite ambitious in this series. It continues to launch. 18.8 centimeters. I'll put it aside first. Gugel 18.8 centimeters, 188 millimeters. But it feels lighter. This is actually the one we have been selling. There's an 18 centimeter size. The target is the one. Okay, this one is. What is this? It's actually quite light. It's not as heavy as the previous ones. Okay, this 18 centimeters one is not magnetic. Its structure is not walking. It's not the feeling of walking on this tree. It is square. This is our school in class. The teacher likes to take 18 centimeters one because it is farther and lighter. Children can hold it. No, structure like this. It's just big. It doesn't have to do any math. It's big, it's empty inside. Did you see? It's like this. Take a look inside. It looks like this inside. There is no way to practice any formula at this moment. It's really like a cube for teaching. It's big like this. I think the surface molding is actually pretty good. Of course, it's so big, there will inevitably be some traces. The trace of the material. But there is no obvious internal deformation, or shrinkage or mold. I think this is already very good. At least when I touch the edge like this, there will be no feeling of scratching. Already higher than the one we were selling. The requirement for the 18 centimeters cube is even higher. Feel the intention. This is good 18 centimeters. Do you think it's gone? And I can't shoot this camera. It came out with this thing. Let's take a look at the front camera. Okay, this series is really also very powerful. Also use Google this name. Out. Such a cube. How much is this size? 348 millimeters. 348. Do you have 348? My table. I can't hold it like this. This is our last game. I took it to the scene. Let the players play. Very fierce. This logo is this logo. Already actually, it's really different from the Gugel logo. 18 centimeters, this is 34.8 centimeters. In order to shoot the unboxing, I have to change a place. Come to this Gugel. Compared to, look at a normal person. The body is like this. This is the ratio. This is really, I think it's for collection. If it's for that kind of kid, maybe you can still let them sit on the chair. Because in fact, its material is also a bit of weight. It's not as thin as you think. But don't work too hard. These two series, this 18 and 34. It has normal color. accurate color. Then as you like. Of course the price must be. There is no way, because such a cube, in fact, cost is quite high. It's just very special. So there are very small ones, like Nanny. There are also big ones like Gugel. How about? Not bad. You should really try to solve this one yourself. You will find that some of the things you remember are forgotten. It's fun. You can only back to your earliest the kind of basic solution. Step by step like this. This process is also quite interesting. If you have any questions, leave a comment below the video after turning this big cube. You turn this little cube again. You will have kind of this like this little cube you don't recognize. Kind of very sudden feeling, especially if you go back to your original main cube. You think, wow, this one is super small. Whether it's your eyes or your hands a little bit. The feeling of not being able to come back. Hey, this process is also quite interesting because the original cube may. You turn this. You already used that force. That force. You go back to the little cube. You find out how it become. It seems to be better than the impression. It seems to be lighter and softer than the impression. If you have a chance, you can try it yourself. Okay,